How's she going, my son, and welcome back to Civilization 5. Just dealing with some barbarians near my new city of Tonga, which has settled on one of the world's bollocks. It's on a grassland, so... Bleh. Man. No, I dealt more damage to them. Okay. I guess Portugal has naval tech. Although a trireme isn't that hard to make. Although you'd be surprised how long the computer doesn't get sailing sometimes. I mean, it makes sense on some maps because obviously, like, the Great Plains is a map that's almost completely landlocked. But, you know, the computer will sometimes completely forego the sailing tree and, you know, not even have boats by the time the Renaissance rolls around. Oh, there's the fuck. That's all I can say about that, really. Damn. Fiddlesticks. Okay, well, just start building. I suppose I can... I do want to settle there. I will risk the wrath of Shaka because I want that real estate. And, you know, you can get away with settling near the computer at least once per computer. Like, I've never seen a civilization immediately declare war on somebody for one settling too close problem. I've never seen that happen. So, you know, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen. But, you know, it's certainly something I can get away with. Eesh. Definitely going to need a military escort if I'm bringing a settler up that way, though. Oh, hello, freaking random free horseman. Ugh, I hate when that happens. The barbarians just, you know, they just spawn units periodically, and they always seem to wait until you're trying to fight them. Particularly if you're trying to fight them with only, like, one dude. It's really annoying when you're trying to take over a barbarian camp with, melee or with a ranged unit, and then, like, you clear out the camp, you're going to get ready for the next turn to move it in, and then they just spawn a new dude right on top of it. You're like, Frr! It's very frustrating. Mandate of Heaven. Now, please tell me I can pick the pagodas this time. Damn. Looks like a religion that I'm not aware of already took them. Although, the game would tell me... Yeah, the game would tell me unknown religion or unknown nation has formed X religion. Why isn't it telling me? Ah, balls. It didn't tell me it did that, though. It didn't tell me it enhanced the religion. Huh, that's weird. Or I just missed it, either way. Okay, so, unfortunately, we are still only getting 2 extra tourism per city, but that's fine. We'll go with the religious center and Messiah, so we get more great profits. More great profits, and they're more effective, but I tend to burn great profits just to make the tile improvement they do. So, you know, I never really get to do the thing where they actually run around and convert to religions. With the exception of if I take over somebody's holy city, which is usually their capital, and proceed to de-holy it and make it my religion so that their religion just keep trying to spread to my people. Okay. That's actually really interesting. The fact that near the Great Barrier Reef is fairly islandy. I mean, aside from the fact that it actually is still connected to the mainland, but, you know, like, it's island-esque until the connection to the mainland, pretty much. So, like, settle here. No, settle here. Get access to the Great Barrier Reefs, get the pearls, get some fish. Get the atoll here, too, which isn't too bad. You can't do anything with an atoll, but it's not a bad tile on its own anyway. So, you know, it's not bad to get. And then, you know, head. Particularly, you know, although Portugal's like right there. I might still do it. We'll see. We'll have to see. It's a bit of a long ways off, because I'm definitely going to concentrate on settling over here, probably. Excuse me. And then settling the Shaka backyard that he's not paying attention to. If he hasn't by the time I'm thinking about it, anyway. Ugh. Can't really run from the horsemen in that encounter over there because they're going to, you know, just chase me down. Oh, hello.
Dido,
I don't trust you as far as I could throw you. This woman backstabs like crazy. I actually remember why I put her in the game, though, because I remember for every person I like, I put in someone I didn't like to keep it interesting. And she's definitely one of the people I do not like. But we'll play friendly for now. Mostly because she's probably got one of the more powerful militaries in the game at the moment. But, because I think she has access to the unique, which is the elephants. The war elephants, which, you know, kind of ruin shit. But, and she's all the way to Christ over there. Sure, I can't fight her anyway. But even if I could, she would probably punch my shit in, so wouldn't be a good idea to pick a fight anyway. Oh, that warrior's not long for this world. Although, man, talk about going down fighting. Oh, maybe. Holy. Yes. Okay, so this guy has proved he's badass as all hell. So, bam. Belongs to Quebec City. Actually, since they were dealing with those barbarians and that just gave them rep, I'm going to give them back the worker. Because that just pushed them into ally territory. Excuse me, which is awesome. Because that just gave me incense, which is for happiness. And a bunch of food in all my cities, I believe. Yes, maritime. +2 food for the capital, +1 everywhere else. And they want a trade route, and they want giant heads, which works well because you can spread a religion with trade route. So that might be what I build in my main capital next. Ugh. Carthage not starting on a coastline, that's rough. Because their whole gimmick is that every city that has a coastline on it builds a harbor for free. Which is kind of amazing. It's it's a civ I need to play, actually. I've never got around to it. Plus they have that whole thing where the first time they get a great general, their land units can go over mountains Although don't stay in the mountains because that costs them 50 hit points. But they can, they can do crazy maneuvers where they go through a mountain and ambush someone who thought they were safe. Which is kind of neat. Plus, theoretically, you can build roads on them with a worker. I mean, you would need the ability to build a road in a single turn because you couldn't stay there for more than one turn. But you could do it, which is really interesting because then you can really ambush people. Especially. Oh. Excellent.
Better is bread with a happy heart than wealth with vexation.
Amen. Although I just want to talk about the quote from the Oracle when it popped up. That's a very flowery way of basically understanding the scientific principle of just, there's always more to learn. It's the reason why the scientific revolution occurred is because we accepted the fact that we do not know everything. And we need to learn more. And so that's what continuously drives science forward, basically. That was the idea that if we do not have an explanation for something in the universe, we have to figure it out. It plays very well with human curiosity. Okay, so we get a free policy. Bam. +3 culture in the main city. I can now build the hanging gardens, although I don't think I will. Although, I don't know, maybe. And borders grow way faster in all of my cities. Not just the first 4, which is great. Hanging gardens, 13 turns. Nah. Let's get some other stuff going. Can I build Machu Picchu? I don't think I can. No, I'm not near. Not near enough to a mountain. And I don't want to build a city just to try to build Machu Picchu because that city will have piss production and it'll take forever and someone will probably beat me to it. So it's not a good idea. So let's try to get some of the religious wonders. So let's get drama and poetry going. Try to get some of the religious wonders so I can get some religious swag going on. Plus the high temple or whatever it's called is good too. If you have a temple in every city, you build it in your holy city, it gets better. And by that I mean it spreads twice as far. Or is it twice as fast? I don't remember. World's most progressive people. I'm kind of surprised some people have... Well, actually not Shaka, because as I saw in the Lost timeline / episodes, he has a lot of culture somehow. I'm really confused. I think it's because he's Liberty and he has a lot of cities. That's kind of the builds, because they get 1 for every city, and since he's got like 5. But that would mean the cost of his social policies would go up. Man, I'm really confused. I have to just, get him in a room and throttle him and be like, tell me your secrets! Oh, well. Temple is built here. Build a market. Although, shoot, I was going to build a caravan. I'd do it with a boat because it'd be more efficient, or it would be more effective, but I don't think I can get a boat all the way around the big nutsack that is this landmass and Tikabek City. I mean, I could do it from Samoa, but building the boat in Samoa... Actually, now I think about it. I forgot that trade units can teleport. Don't ask me how this works. So build a cargo ship instead. Could then just have it go from Samoa instead of my capital. It's amazing what you think of when you actually talk aloud, because then you kind of you hear what you're thinking, and you end up getting a chance to double check yourself, and you're like, wait a minute, that's stupid. That sounds retarded. I should maybe, I should second guess myself. And I did, and that's what happened. You suss out the details and you find out, oh, I'm doing it wrong. turn passed where not a whole lot happened. That's alright, though. One of them every now and again doesn't kill you. Mostly because all my scouting is stopped, so I don't have to plug in the turn to scout. So there's now the ally of Panama City. Well, that's interesting. I honestly thought they were going to attack it. Excuse me for a moment. I need to get a drink. And we are back. Oh, forgot how dry your throat gets doing this recording business. But it's all good. They got pikemen already? Although, actually, that doesn't surprise me. Now that I stop and think about it, the Shaka beeline civil service, because that's where his exclusive unit is, and his exclusive unit is bullshit. So it's like it's in his strategy all the time, and the civils and the city states are like the barbarians. They just kind of get what like secondhand whatever's happening. So they have pikemen already because Shaka likely has his Zulu warriors already, or whatever they're called, the impies, and they're effectively pikemen. So that's what happens. You know, as often as I play video games with, like, bombastic combat-y soundtracks and intense musical orchestras and such, sometimes it's nice just to play a game with a somewhat ambient soundtrack and, like, and particularly classical music. Or, like, you know, classical or, like, an imitation of classical. You know, because it's... Well, it feels more relaxing, first of all, because you don't feel like you're tense to fit the mood of the event. Even if, you know, even if I am waging a war in this game, having a war classical music type thing playing in the background makes it more intellectual in a way, like not to get too big-headed about it, but it kind of feels like, you know, I'm not the guy in the trenches stabbing another dude in the neck with a bayonet. I'm the general sitting in the back looking at the war from a grander perspective, and I'm doing hand motions even though you can't see me. You know, from a grander perspective, and I'm not getting bogged down by the little minutiae details, sort of thing. You know, everybody wants to rule the world and all that. Yeah, they have the elephants. The African forest elephants. I'm a little annoyed that the Indian war elephant that they get is a replacement for the chariot archers. Ooh. Yes. Who says money is a bad gift? But the African war elephants, or not the African war elephants, the Indian elephants that you get as the war elephants in this Gandhi's exclusive unit, they don't have the terrifying opponent thing that like all the other elephant units in this game have. Like, I know the idea is that they're an archer unit, so they're not supposed to be in melee range anyway, but they should have it just because it's a freaking elephant. You know, people are still afraid of like rampaging elephants to this day because that's a several ton angry elephant. You know, it's a several ton angry mammal. It can ruin your shit. Actually, you know what? I will build a caravan too. Oh, right, but the religion won't spread from here because it isn't in here yet. Oh, well, that's still fine. It'll happen eventually. Go to Samoa. Boop. Okay, you guys are done. You go... Actually, no, you go there. You go there. Start building. Might need another worker. That was something I did in the other timeline, but I did it like after building another wonder that I've skipped and such, so... You know, it changes up things. I do love that mad culture game, though. But anyway, once this turn rolls around, I think I'll end the episode. 20 odd minute episode here. It's nice playing a game where I can control the pace like this, too. Because, like, Rogue Legacy, I have to kind of just end a run when I die, or end an episode when I die. It Dungeons & Dreadmore I can control the pace, though, because it's a turn-based game and such. You know, playing Undertale, I had to kind of... You know, I had to kind of go with the flow a bit more. You know, particularly in the end game. And Rogue Legacy, another one I'm playing, Darkest Dungeon. I kind of can't... I mean, I could end an episode in the middle of the dungeon, but that's pretty unsatisfying. You know, you kind of want to see the end of that. So, you know, an episode can run like 40 minutes for that series. But, you know, for Civilization 5, I can end it basically whenever I want to. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Twitter, Tumblr, and subscription are in the description as usual. Not much to say other than... And, well, actually, also a link on the page. A link on the video somewhere. But not much to say here other than... I kind of like where this timeline is going other than the one I lost. Because I've got the extra city, I've met more people. Better deals have come up from the other players in the game, the computers. And... This actually just kind of looks better. Like it's basically because I got the tradition tree, and the tradition tree makes your border growth amazing, and I love having that. I love combining it with religious borders, but I needed the pantheon that gave me faith because I'm doing the actual religion game. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and ciao for now.